Let's start the session. Hello, everyone. I think you can see me. The screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gunvir. Good evening, everyone. Very warm welcome to you all. And first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for joining this session. This is my third webinar and master class. So, thank you so much for joining and thank you for registering. Myself, I'm Dr. Vidya NK. I'm a faculty in SDT University. I'm working as an assistant professor in School of Physiotherapy. This university is in Gurugram, Haryana, which is in Delhi NCR. Talking about myself, I have completed my bachelor's from Rajiv Gandhi University, then master's from Kerala University. Then I started working in Sabida University, Chennai. Then right now I'm in STT University. I'm pursuing my PhD also from STT University only. So when I started teaching and when I was in Sabita and in SDT, we conducted conferences. So I was in the scientific committee. So like I had to check so many abstract and also at that time so many people were sending abstract and it was not a proper one. All right, so I thought, okay, chalo, we'll take a class on abstract. That's why I started a master class. So I thought I can tell whatever I know. I am also not that a great researcher or anything. I also have started, but I thought whatever I know, I can share that to others because the staff, the faculties had sent the abstract, the students had sent the abstract. So the main thing was not like they don't know it. It's not like they lack the knowledge. Only the thing was they lack the guidance. So that's what motivated me to take this class. So one more time, thank you so much for registering. Thank you for so much for trusting me. So I can assure you that these 2 days will be highly beneficial for your academic as well as research journey. So I think let's start. And I would like to tell many thanks to my dear Susan ma'am. She has joined here. I would like to say thanks to her. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining. And yeah, I think we can start the session. You will be getting a recorded lecture as well as an e-certificate along with this thing. So I think let's start. If anyone is having any doubt, you're always welcome to ask in the class. You can add that message in the chat box, or you can talk. So anything is fine. So please ask question if you have any doubt. I'll be telling about the abstract as well as little about research also. So anything regarding this thing or anything something related to research about the topic you can ask. So I think we can start the class so that we can end it on time. So okay, thank you once again everyone. So I'm starting my class now. Yes, so this is what our class is, the art of abstract writing, a complete 2 day master class. So yes, so I just wanted to start with research instead of going directly into abstract. I just wanted to start with the research. Can anyone tell me what is research? If that is okay, if anyone can unmute yourself, let it be wrong. I don't mind. If anyone can tell, that will be highly appreciated. Anyone? Okay, chalo, no problem.
Study
हाँ,
investigating a topic.
हाँ, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gunvir. Actually, she's one of my student in STT. She's just in first year, but I appreciate that she had unmuted herself and she had answered. So yes, so research is nothing but we are searching for something, some knowledge. Okay, so if we want to tell it in a proper way, we can say that it is a systematic process of gathering, analyzing, and interpreting data. For what? To discover new knowledge. It should be something we are doing to gain new knowledge, or to solve problems, or to create a new understanding. This is what research is. So we are keep on searching for something which is not available, or which can get little more information on that particular topic. That is what called as research. So we have to gather so many informations for doing a research. Okay, so in research, before going to abstract, these are the major things which you should know. So the first thing is how, what and all are mainly included in the research paper. So the first thing you will see if you're going and seeing a research paper, the first thing you will be seeing is the title. Obviously there is a title. So like for example, effectiveness of TENS on low back pain, a randomized control trial. So you will see the title of the study. So the title should summarize the main focus of the study concisely. So when you read the study, you study title, now you understand like what is it about, right? So okay, it is about the effectiveness of TENS. So we are checking the effectiveness of TENS on this particular patient. So let it be a low back pain patient. So that is what we are going to do. That is the title. So from the title only we should understand what is the study. So we should not give a vague title. The title should be very, very proper. Next one is the abstract, which is our topic. So in abstract, we will give a small summary of our study. Okay, the study will be around, if it is a dissertation, it will go around for 80 to 100 pages. If it is a PhD thesis, it will go beyond 100. But when we are taking a manuscript and all, it will go up to 4, 5, sometimes 8 pages also. So the abstract will be like a very small, around 250, 300 words. The small summary of the study, in which we will get a snapshot of the objectives. What are the methods we have used? What are the result we have used? What are the conclusions? So all those things will be getting from this abstract. So this both of this thing are mainly the title as well as abstract. Why we are giving this title as well as abstract? To just get an attention, so that the reader will understand what is the study about, what is the relevance of the study, whether the study is important for me or not. So these kind of things will be able to understand if you read the title and the abstract. Coming next, that is the introduction. So introduction is that it will introduce the research question. So research questions, now if the same example I am telling, the effectiveness of TENS on low back pain. Okay, so that is the research question which I have conducted, which I have with me. So in this we will see what is the research question. That particular part will be added in the research, in the introduction. The research question will be asked. So the research question will be the effectiveness of TENS is, what are the effects of TENS on log back pain patients. So that will be the research question, and what are its significance, and what is the study object. So what and all we are going to find the effectiveness of TENS in low back pain, means the objective should be the pain, whether the pain has been reduced, whether the swelling has been reduced, whether the range of motion of the trunk has been improved. So all these things will come under the objectives. Next is the reviews existing literature to provide context for the study. So in introduction, we will add about some studies also. So as you have, if you're familiar with the researchers, so like when you go and see the studies, so they will be mentioning like, okay, this study have mentioned that, this study have mentioned this. So all these things they might mention in that. So you have to add all these things, which is important and which is mandatory. Next one is, the introduction will be ending with a clear thesis statement or hypothesis. So like at the end of the introduction, we'll be telling you like, okay, this is the thing which we have conducted, or this is the thing which we are going to do. All those things at the end of the introduction, we are going to tell about this thing. That is what is introduction is. Next is the method. So we have finished title and abstract. Next one is the introduction. So most of the people start will read only the title and abstract. That's why the abstract and the title is very important, because see, everyone is busy as we think about Nauka generation. So the people don't have that much attention span. Also, they don't like to read as well. So they just read and they just give a glance for the research title and abstract. So it should be catchy so that the person should feel like, okay, this research is good. I should go and read it. Okay, so that's why the title and abstract plays an important role in research. So next one is the method. So methods is nothing but we are designing, we are writing about the study design, like how we have done the study, which population I have taken population. So in my study, which I have told right now, the effectiveness of TENS on low back pain in this particular patients. Okay, so the population will be like, for example, I'm taking an age group, like for example 45 to 55. So that will be the population of, so patients with low back pain in this age group 45 to 55. So what are the procedures I have used? So I have gone to this hospital and I have collected the patient's list. Then I have started giving exercises and I have started giving tens to this patient. So these will be the procedures that should be there in methods. Okay, and we should add the tools, which tools I have used. So now this tens I have given, and I have to check the pain of the patient. So in pay, to check the pain of the patients, we can use VAS, which is a visual analog scale, by asking them how much pain do you have marked in this particular line. So these kind of things can be asked. That also should be included in the introduction. Okay, so all these things in in methodology, sorry, so in methodology all the procedures will be including each and every procedure, what and all we have done, why we have done all these things, why we have selected this tool, all these things will be mentioned in the methodology. Coming to the results, so results will write mainly the key findings. Okay, and just now I have found that effectiveness of uh, this what tends is like this much value. Also there should be some value, also it is this much. Okay, on low back pain patients, so we can use tables, we can use graphs, and there are different figures. So all those things can be used to find or to state the results. Okay, so we are mainly focusing on the data in results. We are not focusing on the interpretation. We are focusing on the results. I got this. This is the value. Okay. So this is how we are writing the results. So here the result should be very much relevant to the research question. So it should be related to the effectiveness of TENS and the low back pain. So how much effective is TENS on low back pain? So this is what this all these things should be aligned. Okay. Next, discussion and conclusion. So here is where we elaborate or interpret our result. So we got the value. There are some values. So there are some p values, z values, r values. So there are some values according to the test. There are some values. So once we got the values in the results, we will explain all those things and we will describe or interpret about the results in the discussion part. Okay, that is what we will do in discussion, and we also add other people's study. So now, for example, I have conducted a study and one student is going to, you know, she's going to do is study on somewhat similar topic. So I have found that TENS is not effective on low back pain. Okay, so when that girl is going to write on her discussion on the particular study there, then she will write Vidya et al. In 2025 conducted a study on effectiveness of TENS on low back pain, and it showed no effectiveness, like p value this much, this value this much, like that. So that also will be added in the discussion. So we can also add the implication. So where we can apply this thing. And see, sometimes I might have taken some samples around 35, but in low back pain and all, we could have got more samples. So all these things can be added as limitations. And what are the applications? So we could have done this thing. So all the things will be mentioning in the discussions only. Then coming to the conclusion. So conclusion is also important, because in conclusion we summarize all the things, findings. So we had written the findings, key findings in the results. Now we will like in word format we will write in the conclusion. So conclusion also should be very proper. So this also should align with the relevance of the study and the research question. So we are not going to uh, add any informations apart from the things which have mentioned in the study. Only the things which was conducted in the study, we are just concluding it. That's it, nothing more or less. The last part is the references. So references, we have various styles. APA style is there, Vancouver style is there, different style is there for references. Accordingly, we will mention the references. So these are the major five sections in the research paper. So the first one was the title and abstract, which we will be going to deal right now. Next one is the introduction. Third one is the methods. Fourth one is the results. And fifth one is the result discussion and conclusion. And another one is the references, which is not included in a one section, but still it's very important. I hope the research paper section breakdown is clear. If anyone have any doubts, please ask in the chat box, or you are welcome to unmute yourself and you can ask right now. Okay, then I think the content is clear. Can I move to the next session? Can I move to the next slide? Everything is clear from this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So we are moving to the next, okay, next section. So we understood what is research. So research we have understood. Okay, we are finding it's a process of collecting information, analyzing the information, and interpreting the data. It is mainly to discover something new. That is basically the research is. So there are so many parts: title and abstract, introduction, methods, results, discussion, conclusion, references. Okay. Now, which is very actually these terms are not there in the you know class syllabus, but still I wanted to add this thing so that randomly I'm not telling anything. So that's why I have added this part also. This is something important which is known as finer maps. I don't think everyone knows about finer maps. So I have told you, when we are writing a title should be very catchy so that the reader will go and open that particular journal, right? Particular article. That's why the title should be proper. So to give a title or to make the title so proper, we have to write the research question according to the finer maps. So already so many people might be undergoing through so many research process right now, and everywhere, each and every places, the research is very important. Because if you go to any university, the main thing they are mainly focusing on the research. So research, if you have some patent, if you have some research, if you have some publications, then you will get more, you know um, if like one person is there who doesn't have done any research and another person is there who had done already a research, means they will be getting the job. You might not be getting the job even though you have good grades. So research is very important. You should know what is research and you should know what is it, how to do it, and everything. So coming to the finer maps, it's a popular acronym we used in research. Okay, so mainly in health and social sciences. Why we are using this is to help to formulate a strong research question. That's why we are using this finer maps. So by using the finer maps, we are making the research very efficient and impactful. That's why we are using the finer maps. So the F stands for feasible. So the study should be very feasible, very easy to take place. So now I'm going to take one study. For example, there is a I had done a study on adrenoleukodystrophy. That was a rare condition which was very difficult to get. So that study, I got only one patient. It was kind of a case study, but huh. but it should be feasible. We should be able to get the patient, should be feasible. So now I want to take population, or when I want to take some study on American population, but it is not feasible. I cannot go to America and do the study, right? It should be feasible. So now I am in Delhi NCR, so I should be taking a study which can be done inside Delhi NCR, so that the traveling will be easy, so the money will be manageable, so the time can be managed, so everything is there. So this is about the feasibility, so it should be very feasible. And next one is interesting. No one will go behind something boring, so it should be interesting. The study should be interesting and novel. It should be something new. So research should be something new. So it is not like that. Something, for example, I'm conducting a study on American population. So when I was doing PG, I had done a study on Indian population. So the same study has been already taken place in American population. So Americans and Indians are much different. Their culture is different, their appearance is different, everything is different. So we can take, if we change the sample and if we make some changes, we can tell the study is novel and you can go with that study. And it should be ethical. So we should not harm anyone or harm anything for our benefit. So it should be ethical, and it should be relevant to the society. Unnecessarily, we don't have time, we don't have resources to waste, so that it should be relevant. And like it is next, it should be manageable. Manageable is nothing, but it should be, you know, we should be able to manage it. We should be able to conduct the study. We should be able to manage to do all the study on time and everything. That's why it is manageable, and it should be appropriate, and it should have some potential value. So whenever you go for applying some grant or anything, so they will see what are the value on society, what are the applications of this particular study on the society. Then only you will be getting some grant. So it should have some potential value, and it should go in a very systematic way. It is not like randomly you do something, randomly you go and take samples. It's not like that. There is a proper steps. You start with a research question, you will give an hypothesis, and it's a big tedious process that you go through. So it should be systematic. So there is an order for the research. You should find, you know, you should go through that way only. It should be very much systematic. So that is finer, ma'am. So before framing a research question, you should see all these things. What is finer maps? According to finer maps, you should formulate a research question. So now you are interested in a study which is not at all available. So for example, another example, I can see GBS. So you are going to do a study on GBS, but see, GBS, it's not easy to get GBS patient. So when we are doing a study, minimum we need around 20 patients or 30 patients. So we are not going to get 20 or 30 patients on GBS. So it's not feasible. So we have to drop the study. So some studies will be novel, some studies will be ethical, everything will be right. But see, it is not feasible. Now, next one first year student is going to do a research, but uh, she is selecting an outcome measurer to a tool which is around 1 lakh. So their money also matters, right? So 1 lakh is not possible for the person to chip in, or it's not practical because the person is not earning, so it's not practical. So in these kind of things, we have to see the feasibility of the study. So that's why finer maps is important. I hope this is clear. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask me. Otherwise, we'll move to abstract. Okay, then I'm moving to abstract. Okay. Yes. Can you see the note which I have shared?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So the two screens are visible, right? My laptop screen is visible and this tab screen also is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Yes. So now we'll go and see what is abstract. Yes. So abstract, the word abstract, it came from the Latin word called abstractum. Abstractum. So it's a Latin word. From this only, this abstract word came. So it means a condensed form of a longer piece of writing. So it is nothing but it is a condensed form of a longer piece of writing. It can be anything. So the abstract again it is divided to structured. I will tell you what it is. There are so many classification. Mainly it is divided into structured and unstructured. I will explain you what is it. So abstractum it is a Latin word which means it is a condensed form of a longer piece of writing. Longer piece of right. Okay. So it's like a before going to a deeper, like I just wanted to understand. I just wanted to ask you people like what exactly is an abstract? What is abstract? What do you mean by abstract? What is the importance of abstract? What do you mean by abstract? If anyone can tell. Okay, I'll only tell. So abstract is nothing but it is a short, structured summary. It is a short, structured summary of your entire research work. So that is what is known as abstract. So it should be short. Okay. It should be structured. It should be a summary of the research work. So as you can see, it is the first impression of a research. So a person is going and reading. So after title, he is going to read the abstract. So so now I am going to read an article. So obviously, when the abstract is interesting, then I will go and see the article. Then only I will go and see the article. So it is very important that it influence the readers decision whether to continue with the article or not. Okay, so this is the first thing. It will influence the reader's decision. Second one is the it influence the reviewer's decision. So reviewer's decision here means you are sending an abstract to a conference. So based on this reviewer's decision, then only the accept can the sorry the research proposal can be accepted or rejected. So if the abstract is well and good, then obviously they will accept it. If it is not good, then only it will be rejected. That's why it it plays an important role in acceptance or rejection. Now you are giving this thing for some funding. So you wanted to get some funding from something or some grant. So there are so many research grant available like intramural grant is there, extramural grant is there, there is ICSSR grant, ICMR grant. So there are so many grants available from the uh, government because government is also very interested in research because see like they also want to find new things. Everywhere research is very important. So government is also ready to fund. So based on what they will select you is nothing but the abstract. So based on the abstract they will select your research. So the abstract should be very proper so that you will get an acceptance and you will get a grant for the study. So that's why the abstract is important. So they determine the readers choose to read the full paper. So first one I have told the reader's decision. Next one is the reviewer's decision. So basically the abstract will be from 150 to 250 words. So it will be from 150 to 250 words. So it varies. Why I have told a range 150 to 250 means depending upon the some journals. So for example, you are taking there is a journal called JK Science. It is a Scopus Index journal. So in that they were telling only 100 words. Okay, it was I think only 100 or 150 words, 100 to 150 words. Now when you take another journal, for example JCDR, it is an another journal. So if you go there, they will be telling 250 words. Okay, so depending upon the journal, they will be telling this much word should be there. So you have to, after writing it, you have to count how much word comes. So if the word is going beyond this particular, okay, then they are going to reject it again. Okay, so you should know that it should be according to the guidelines. So why abstract is very, very important is it matters because it influences the decision of the reviewer as well as the reader to read the particular article or not, and coming to a reviewer whether to accept it or not. Okay, then next one is the purpose of an abstract. So see, already we are giving an article, then what is, there is no need of an abstract, right? But the thing is, like, no one is going to read the entire paper. No one is interested. They don't have the time. So we need a summary so that if a person is coming and reading the summary, we'll get an idea of the research paper. They don't have to waste their time on unnecessary things. So that's why we are adding the abstract. So we are getting the aims of the study from that. We are getting the methods of the study from that. We are getting the results from that, and we are getting the conclusion also from the particular abstract. So after getting all these things, we can decide whether to read or not. Okay, in the reader's perspective. And if it is a reviewer, so I hope everyone know who is a reviewer. So if you go to a journal, so I told just JCDR is a journal. So in that there will be, so JCDR, it's a journal, means it's like a newspaper kind of thing. This is what I will tell to a layman. So it's like a newspaper, and there will be some editorial team or editors in the newspaper who decides which news to go in the front page, which no news to be added, which news is not important. All these things. So it is something very similar to that. There will be an editorial team. So to them only we will send our research. So to them we are sending our research to them. So the first thing they are going to read is the abstract. So that is what, which not only abstract they read everything. So but the first thing they are going to read is the abstract. This is one thing. Next thing is, like, we are going for a conference. So in conferences they are not going to ask you anything but only the abstract. So if only the abstract, if you are sending, based on that only the acceptance and the rejection will come. So if the abstract is accepted, then what happens, then you can um then you can present the particular abstract or particular study on the uh, conference. If it is not accepted, if it is rejected, then you might have paid also the money for the conference, but you will not be able to present it on the conference. So for conference this is important because they are going to read only your abstract but not your full paper. Based on your abstract they will make the decision to accept or reject the paper or not. So that's why that is the purpose of an abstract. So by reading the abstract we can find the relevance, and I told we are including all the basic aims, methods, results. So these are the key findings of a study. So from this we can understand whether the study is relevant or not. Excuse me. Okay, so next thing is, um, and I told them we are reading the abstract, so we are getting an idea. So the person is feeling ki, like, okay chalo, this I'm finding uh very sorry. So like the person is finding, like, okay, the study is good and everything. So then they'll set up a mind to read the full paper. Okay, so it will prepare the paper also. And next one is it helps readers to recall main points later. So now see, I have read the article and everything. It's not like I remember the full article, right? All the time I cannot go and read the article. So I might have collected around 40 to 50 articles for my study. So at that time, if I go and read the abstract from that only, I will get an information about the study. So all these kind of things can be used for the abstract. Yes. So this is what I was telling. When you need an abstract, why you need an abstract, and when you need an abstract. So the key findings, everything we are telling is on the abstract, and we need it mainly for a thesis or dissertation. So basically, we say thesis for PhD and dissertation for PG or UG, like that. We say dissertation. So in that, we will be making a book. So for that, we need the thesis. For that, for the front page will be the abstract. Next is the journal submission. So journal submission is nothing but we will be conducting a study. So we will be conducting a study. So the study will be conducted, and the all the things we will be writing about the study in the book. So we'll be having the book, and we'll write about all these things in the book. Okay. So once the book is done, we have to make a manuscript. We have to make a manuscript. Then we have to send that manuscript to the journal so that everyone can read it. If this book is there, this book only you have and your guide have, and only it is there in your library. No one is going to read from this. So to get a broader people, we are going to publish it as a manuscript in a journal. So for this, we are going to prepare a manuscript. So for this manuscript, we will prepare the manuscript, which is a manuscript is nothing but the summary of the total thesis or the dissertation. So the thesis or dissertation will be around 80 to 100 pages. Manuscript will be around 5 to 8 pages. So we will summarize this thing. Then we will submit the manuscript to the journal. So for submitting it to the journal also, we need abstract. Okay. Next thing was the research proposal. So research proposal I have already mentioned before for getting grants. So there are so many grants I told. ICMR grant is there, IMR grant is there, ICSSR grant is there, EMR grant is there. So there are so many grants available in governmental, non-governmental organization. So many grants are available. So if we want to get some grant, so I have to give an abstract. So abstract means I might be having an idea, and regarding that idea, I'll be telling I'm planning to do a study on this particular topic. It will be helpful for the community, all those things. So that kind of things we can give in research proposal. And the same thing comes under grant applications. So grant application also this only. So research proposal means it can be for the grant, or it cannot be for the grant. It can be for any idea suggestion also. We can give research proposal. And grant application I have mentioned only for the grant, like ICMR, IMR. So if some grant is most of the students doesn't know. See, before I joined in the university, I never knew about all these grants. After coming to university only I came to know. But there are so many opportunities for you people. If you have some idea, if you have some good ideas, you can apply for the grants. You'll be getting grants. So when I was studying in my masters, I got a grant. So it helped me to get a job in a university. So it all matters. So grant is very very important. So if you have some idea, you can apply for the grant. And when you are applying for the grant, you are not going to give a full study. You are not going to do a study, give an abstract. You are going to give a proposal. So to give that proposal, you should have an idea, and the idea should be developed in the form of an abstract. So next thing is the conference submission. So conference submission I have already told. So you are going to present a paper in a conference. So you are not going to give your study completely. You are going to give an abstract. You are going to tell about a study in a very simple manner. You will the title will be there and the abstract will be there. Then you will apply for the conference. So if the patient, if see, for example, you are going to do a study in WCPT or some big conference, so they might get around 400, 500 applications for conference. So it is not practical, or it is not possible to accept all those abstract or all those studies. So they will be selecting something which is good or which has high impact. They will select after reading the abstract. So if it has been selected, then it will go for the presentation, or if it has not been selected, then it will not be presented. You can just go for the conference, you can attend the conference and come, but presentation, paper presentation also is very important. So it is always preferred to present the papers in conferences. Okay, so till here, if anyone have any doubts, you can ask me. Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So next we are going for a like qualities of a good abstract. So see, there is we are writing just abstract. So but what is a good abstract? That's what I want to tell using this slide. So the abstract should be, it should be simple and it should be understandable. Okay, like randomly we are not adding something. uh, it's not like that. It should be very understandable. If you read the abstract, you should you should be able to understand what is it, right? That is what is a good abstract is. And it should reflect the full work. So it should tell about the study. So some people write abstract which is just a story but not about the study. No, it should be related to your study, and it should reflect what is study, what you have done. And the major thing is, it is written last. Like after completing the paper, you will write it. So you are having a study proposal, then after the study, what you will do, you will write the introduction, all those things, introduction, materials and methods, all those things, discussion, research, all those things you will write. Okay, so once everything is completed, then only you will write abstract. Why? Because the study has been conducted, and the summary of the study is what we call as the abstract. So for getting the summary, first the paper has to be completed. That's why we are writing the abstract in the last. Even though the abstract comes in the first, we are writing the abstract in the last. Okay. Next thing, there should not be any citations. There should not be any citations. So you might have seen, for example, tense is effective on low back pain patients. This is what one line is. So I have taken this line from one study. So it can be, see, Vidya et al. 2021. This is the study. So I'm referring it as one. So we will write one. So it can be like in within bracket, square bracket, or anything according to the guidelines. So this is what is called as citations. If I have taken this line from two or more articles, I will write 1 comma 2 comma 3 like this. Or sometimes it can be 1 comma 5, something like this. I hope you can understand. Okay, but coming to the abstract, in abstract you should not add the citations like this. You should not add. If in some abstract, if you added citations, means they are going to reject your work without reading anything. That's why we should not add any citation in this. So the fifth point is like, it should be very proper, it should be very precise and clear. So randomly we should not tell anything. It should be very particular to the topic and should be very clear, and it should be concise. It should be a summary. It should not be the entire work we have or which you have done. So it should be very clear and precise. Okay. So now I have already told about the word limits. So depending upon the journals, it will be different. So if you are going for conference, so conferences, if you are going, so we conducted a conference in SGT. So SGT we have conducted a conference. So that time I have told them to write within 250 words. Okay, this was happened, right? So the same thing we had done in CMAX, Sabita, where I have worked before. So we had told 250 to 300 words. Okay. So these are for conference. So again, I had gone for another conference. I think Cryptocon Kripanidhi College, Bangalore. I had attended. So there they have told 200 words. So depending upon the conference and depending upon the guidelines, it may change to 250 or 300 like that. But the thing is like it will be mostly from 100 to 300 words, not more than or not less than this. Mostly it will be from 100 to 300 words. Okay. But in some journals mostly they will ask 250 words only, but in some like very rarely they will ask 100 or 150 like that. So if they are telling 100 or 150, you have to stick to this only, then only you have to write and give. So that also in the last. So based on the guidelines, okay, it's not like you have this much you will give this much. Based on the guidelines you will give the abstract to the paper. Okay. Yes. This is something important when coming to an abstract, which is known as IMRAD structure. IMRAD. So, IMRAD, before going to a research, everyone should know what is IMRAD. So, I stands for introduction. When we are giving an abstract, there should be an introduction for the abstract. Okay, we are not telling there should be background, but there should be an introduction. Now, M, there should be a methods. These are the headings I'm telling. There should be a methods, and there should be a results. Okay, there should be a results, and there should be a discussion or conclusion. So these headings should be there when you are preparing or submitting an abstract. These are the major important subheadings you should add. So introduction, methods, results, and discussion, which is known as IMRAD. Okay, structure. IMRD structure. We say IMRD structure like that. So that is introduction, methods, results, discussion or conclusion. So in this, what is needed to be added in introduction is, so in abstract I'm telling, okay, when you are adding the introduction, in that you will tell about what is the problem. Problem is the what is a research question, what is the question, why you have done the study, all those things you will tell. Okay. And the important thing is you have to write it in present or past tense only. Present or past tense only. Why this is present or past tense is, you have already completed the study and you should not tell like I will do this, I will do that, it will be done. No. So already the study has been conducted and there is no need to mention future tense. So it has already done. So it should be in a present. Present also is fine. Usually we will mention past tense. So that is what tense or like English you should use in an introduction or in a, generally that should be used in the abstract. Next is the methods. So in coming to the methods, in methods we will mention what has been done, what are the tools we have used, who has come, and what are the procedures we have used. So I have conducted a study on hand function. So I have told like, so, okay, I have selected the patients and these patients have come and they stood in a one chair, and sorry, they sat in a chair, and we have given this test and they have done this many times, so 3 times they have done, and we have taken a trial and then we have started the study and average of this value has been taken. So all these things, blah 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 things is the procedures. But in abstract we are not going to explain about all these things, but still there should be a summary of the procedure. In the dissertation or when you go to the methods, you will write about all these things. You have to write about all these things. You have done all these things one by one. But coming to the methods in the abstract, it should be summarized within one line. Okay, I have done these things. So I have used this and that, and this has been done. Yes. And methods already we have done, we have finished it. So it should be in past tense. So the whole method should be in 1 to 2 sentences because we have the criteria. It should be within, if the journal is telling it should be only within 100 or 150 word means we have to finish it by writing in 1 or 2 sentences. So next thing is the results, which I have already mentioned. The only the key findings should be mentioned here, and we can include numbers, and we can avoid by putting so much data. Unnecessary data is not needed, and there is no need of the details also. And this also will be writing in present or past tense. Next coming to the discussion or conclusion. So here also we'll be writing what conclusion we got from the study. So already the study has been done. So now we are going to give the conclusion. So the tense is effective on lower back pain patients if we are giving tense for 15 days continuously. So this is the conclusion which I got from my study. So I'm going to mention that. Then implications and limitations. So in implications, I can tell like maybe next time we can give intermittent tense and see the effectiveness because there is no need to give continuous tense or anything. So all those things can be added on implications and limitations. You can tell I have added very less patients because and so many dropouts were there. So all those things can be added as limitations, and I have only added patients from the Delhi NCR. So the range of the study was less, so generalizability is less. All these things story you can tell in limitation, but that also come in very few lines. This all comes as a story when you write the discussion in the manuscript or the thesis. Okay, but coming to the abstract, it should be very limited. Okay, and if we have place, see, it is 300 words, and we have it has only be 250 words. Now we can write one more line. So in this kind of situations, we can use future suggestions like we can do this study on this, that, and also according to the journal or according to the criteria guidelines, you can mention. Okay. So this is something I don't know whether everyone knows about this thing. So in abstract, we will add keywords also. So in IMRD structure, I have not mentioned about keywords. So we will add keywords also in the abstract. So usually it will be 3 to 6 keywords. And some studies will be telling only you give 3 keywords. Some will be telling you give 6. So based upon that, we will be giving the keywords. So what is keywords? So keywords are something which is, some important words. Like, if you search health, all the article which is related to health is going to come. So you are going to search health in PubMed. All the article related to health will come. Okay. Because you are not going to search health related problems. No. The very easy way to search is just search health. Then you will get all the articles, health, all those things. Okay. Now you are going to search something on knee on PubMed. The same thing, so many articles you are going to get it, right? So these are called as keywords. So the important words which you are used in the study is called as keywords, but it should be according to the mesh words. So I have mentioned what is mesh words here. So if you open your PubMed, so today only after the sessions, you can go and open. There is something called as mesh words. So if you open the mesh words, you can see a screen like this. So I will show you after this class. Now I will show you also. So then you have to. I think I will help only in this. So if I search it and if I find that particular word in that mesh words, then only I can choose that as a keyword. Otherwise, you should not add that as a keyword. Mainly, we are using this keywords so that if the person is searching that word, our study will come. Okay, so now I have added a study on tense and low back pain. So my one keyword will be pain because if I search pain, my study should come. Okay, so we will not give keywords which is not familiar or which is not there in the mesh words. So mesh words is nothing but it is like a dictionary. There are so many words in the mesh words, so it is like a dictionary. So we will give a word which is there in the mesh word list. Other than that, we will not give mesh words. And the keywords also should be in an alphabetic order. So our keywords which I have selected is pain, then what, low back, uh, then what, something related to a is ache. Okay, and something is like back. So these are the keywords which I have selected. But when I am going to uh, write it in my abstract, what will come first? Anyone can tell me what will come first in this? Anyone can unmute and tell me how this. I don't know whether, because I cannot see the screen or anything, I'm just writing it on my tab and I'm showing the laptop also, so I don't know whether people are listening or not. If you know, you can tell me how this these are the keywords I have written in this one. So according to the mesh words, okay, so how these keywords will be written on my abstract? Anyone have any idea? I have already mentioned it.
Ache,
Yes, so first will be ache. Very good. Next one.
back,
Sorry. So ache. Next one will be back. Yes. Then
low back,
low back. Very nice. Then
pain.
yes. Wonderful. Yes. That's it. So it should be in an alphabetic order. Yes, thank you so much. So it will be ache, back, low back, and pain. It will be like this. So it should be always in an alphabetic order. Otherwise, they are going to reject your what? They are going to reject your abstract. Okay. So this is the importance of mesh words. Okay. And we will take the keywords only from the dictionary of mesh. I will open and show you what is mesh also. And always we have to follow the journal format. So the journal is telling you we have to keep it in alphabetic order, means you have to keep it in alphabet. Generally, we will keep it in alphabetic order only. But some journals will be telling some. I have not seen any journals, but still I'm just telling you have to read the guidelines. You have to see the format. Then only you can use this thing. Yes. So um, these are just the tips for writing abstract. I have just added here. Uh, we have to summarize each and everything in one sentence, because it's hardly 300 words, so we have to write everything within a very small paragraph, right? So we are going to write with very active voice, and we are not going to add unnecessary words, filling words, and one sentence will have one idea, and we are not going to write any background or any literature. This study told that, that study told us. No, no irrelevant informations, only relevant information according to our study. Yes. So this is an abstract. So it's an original article. So you know what is an original article? So I don't know. So I was in the scientific committee. So many MPT students were there to help me out. But at that time, when I asked the students, or like we were there by accepting so many abstract, we were rejecting the abstract, but the students were not knowing what is an original article. Anyone have any idea what is an original article? Why it is written as an original article in this study? Why it is not other thing? Why it has been written as an original article? Anyone know?
Maybe because it's the very first study in that field.
Yes, yes, that is right. Anything else? Thank you, Gunveer. So, what she had told is right only. So we cannot say it is the first study. Original article is something like, see, I am going and doing a study on particular thing like tense and law back. So I am just going and doing it by myself. I am not collecting information from other articles or anything. I am myself going and I am taking the original values. I am taking the original patients and doing the study. This is called as the original article. It can be experimental study, it can be the observational study. So that is called as original article. So the patient is using the primary data here. So primary data. So primary data is nothing but I am only going and collecting the information. Not I am not collecting information from other article or other journal. That is primary data. So I am using this thing primary data. So that's why it is called as an original article. Okay. So here I have mentioned an article, and you can see it's an abstract. You can see what there is a title of the study: understanding the factors supporting language teachers sustained motivation until retirement. So that is the what the title. So title, okay, we have understood what the study is about. Then second, they have added their see here they have added the author name. This ID, you can see this green color, it is this ORC ID. It is an ID you have to register in Orchid ID. So that is ORC ID. There will be a nine, I think, I hope it's a nine numbers. So if you click on this, you can go to this particular person's page and you can see how many articles he has written and everything. That's why we are adding this thing. Then they have written from which place he has come and all. And correspondence. Correspondence is nothing but the study has been sent by this person. So in correspondence also the name, same person's name is written as the. Okay, so correspondence is means like I have done a study, and now Gunvir has sent the study to the article. So I will be the first author and Gunvir is the second author as well as the corresponding author. So corresponding author is someone who is in touch with the journal and who is replying to the journal, who is mailing, who is in touch with the journal. That is called as the corresponding author. So corresponding author is also a very important task, and mainly we will be try to become the first author, second author, or the corresponding author, because these are the three important positions in a journal article. Okay, so the first yellow highlighted one. So we are mentioning the first line is the importance of the study, why the study has been conducted, what is the importance of conducting the study. That has been added in the first thing. Second thing is the gap. Okay, so this is the this thing. So they have mentioning while many language teachers have leave the profession early, others thrive and teach until retirement. Understanding how these teachers maintain their passion can help identify all those things. That is an importance. Okay, next one they are mentioning, like, but still, that's why. However, research on the factors behind the sustained happiness in the teaching profession is limited. And they are telling there are some limitation that they are mentioning. Then they are going to add the main objective of my study is this. Then this is the method which I have used. Then these are the things I have found out from the analysis. Then implications is which is not mandatory. You can add. So from this you can find out these things are the things. Okay, in implications you can add conclusions also. So I have found out this. Then next they have added a see keywords. So in keywords, when you see it has been arranged, you can check whether it has been arranged alphabetically or not. So first it was B, basic psychological need, B. Next was language barrier, L. So B, L, M, R, and S. So it is the keywords. Okay, so then one more thing I want to, this is the thing which I want to explain today. This much only I'm planning to do today. So before going that, we will go with mesh words. And actually, one more thing I wanted to tell, but I forgot what was it. Um, and this types of abstract we'll be dealing tomorrow. Yeah, we will wind up the session soon. It's already 8:07. Guys, if you have any doubts, please tell me. I can clarify it right now. Then we'll go to the mesh words.
No, ma'am.
No doubt. Any others, please? If there is any doubt, please tell me. Anyone, any doubts? You can tell me. Uh, can you see my 1 second. Guys, can you see my laptop screen? I'm typing mesh words. Can you see that?
No, ma'am.
You can see now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes. So this is the tab when we go and open mesh words. So you can see something like this. Okay. So we can just go. It is a PubMed ka only. Just like I told you, it's just like a dictionary. So if you open this mesh, you can see a screen like this. So now I'm telling effectiveness of TENS on low back pain patient. This is our um, title, for example. I'll write that first. Effectiveness of TENS on low back pain patients in RCT. Okay. Okay. And one more thing, important thing which I forgot was we should not add any, see, like I forgot what was it now. Okay. So if I want to mention low back, I will mention it as low back pain only, not LBP. Okay, we should not add any terms like this. In abstract, it should be completely no abbreviations. So abbreviations is something which we should not do in an abstract. Maximum, not maximum, it is mandatory to add all full words in abstract. We should not add any abbreviations. We should try to add only the proper words. So coming to the low back pain, we can directly add LBP, but that is not allowed. So it's always low back pain, not LBP. That's why abbreviation is not, we cannot add abbreviations in a abstract. Okay. So now this is the RCT is randomized control trial. So now I am going to search about TENS. Okay, TENS and searching. So TENS, see, I am not finding TENS. Okay, so I got transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, but I'm not finding any study on that. So I'm going to check this. So there is a word called transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. So 1 second, we will add that and see whether TENS is there or not. Actually, it should be there in this particular list. So if it is there in this particular list, if it is coming here, then we can add TENS in the keywords. If it is not coming, then we should not add. So tense we can add. Next is I'm adding low back pain. Low back pain. So I'm seeing low back pain is coming or not. So here, see, I'm not able to find low back pain. So I should not add low back pain. So there is only pain. So we can add only pain, or we can add acute pain or pain management. So these kind of things can be added in the keywords, but not low back pain. So I am just removing this and I am only adding pain. So pain is obviously there, it's already there, so we can add pain. So first we have added tense. Sorry. First we have added tense. Next is pain. Next I'm saying low back is there or not. Because if something, if they search something with this thing, it should be able to see this. So low back. So low back, we are going to see low back. So low back is not there. So I'm just going to check only back. Back I am checking. So back is there. See. So back is there. So I am adding back. So that will be the another keyword. Then I am seeing what is it. Then I will go to the study, and maybe I have mentioned about erector spinae. It's a muscle. So I have mentioned about a muscle. So I can, because 6 words I have to add in the journal. Then I have to add a muscle. Then I'm thinking whether muscle is there or not. So there is a muscles ka option. So then I will check muscle option is there. Then I am checking erector spinae. Spiny muscle. So if that muscle is not there, so I am only typing muscle. So that time this was there. So I'm going to do this. So only muscle I am searching. So muscle is there. So I am going to add muscles. So here also how it will come. Anyone can tell me how the keywords of this thing will be coming? First, what will come? According to alphabetic order, we have to write this. So what will come first? Okay. So first.
Deltoid.
No, actually, no. Actually, no. See, these all words which I have taken, na, this tense and pain, back muscles, all these are from the mesh words. So I have already my keywords set: tense, pain, back, muscles. Keywords is done. Now I have to arrange the keywords. Keywords is done. Now I have to arrange the keywords. So according to the alphabetic order. So now back will come. Then LM. Muscles will come, pain will come, then tense will come. Understood? This is how you will write keywords. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So I'm going to wind up today's sessions. If anyone have any other doubts, please ask. I just want you people to ask me so that I can tell if anyone have any doubts. A few people were having exams, so they were unable to join. So I'll be sending a recorded lecture to them. But if you ask, if you have some other doubts, it will be able. And I just wanted you people to share the feedbacks also in the WhatsApp message. So it will help me to improve. So I'm planning to do further classes. So it will help me to improve much better if I get some feedbacks. And you can write your criticisms of to improve. This is needed, this that improvement is needed, everything is. I always welcome all these things. If you have any other doubts, you please let me know so that I can share that as well. I can wait 5 minutes. So if anyone have any other doubts, you can ask me. I can show you one study. So how we will go and search. We will write PubMed. We will go to PubMed and we are going to search. PubMed is there, PubMed Central is there, anything is fine. So we are going to open PubMed and we are going to search something. So when we are searching, we preferably search the keywords which is there in the abstract. So now I'm going to search health. So many things are coming. See, so health I'm selecting. So I'm getting results according to the health. So I'm going to search health. See, so many studies I'm getting. So first I will see the title. Then if title is interested, then only I'm going to open. So then I will open. Then the first thing I'm going to read is the abstract. See, this is the abstract. So instead of introduction, they have added background here, which is completely fine. And instead of introduction and methods, they have added background and purpose. So this is completely based on the journal. So then you will see this. So what are the methods they have done? What are the results? So discussion they have not added. So they have added the conclusions. So when you see the keywords, it has not been according to the mesh words and it is not arranged in an alphabetic order. This might not be into journal. So you have to go and see the journal. So here they will mention the journal name. So here the year which it has been published. So here it is showing 2014, and date also is the time, also is the DOI is the link. So all these things. If you want the PDF, you can download the PDF. If you want to cite it, you can cite it. So citation is something, but which is known as the giving references. So you are taking an information from an article. So I have submitted a study on, for example, hand function. I have submitted a study on hand function, and one student is doing a study on the same subject, and she has taken information from my study. Means she has to, if she has taken one or two lines from my study, she has to tell it is Vidya study. So then she will give a number and she will assign that line for me. So you have to do the references, you have to do the citations, because that is the ethical way of writing a research. So that's what it is mentioned. So this is an abstract guy example. So if the abstract, after reading the abstract, if it is interested, then only we are going to further background and everything. I hope this is easy. That's it. Okay. So I think the session was clear. And again, I'm telling you, I can wait 2 more minutes. If anyone have any other doubts, you're always welcome. You can tell me. I can explain it. So you can tell me, please kindly tell me if there is any other doubts or anything. So can I wind up?
Everything is clear, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Gunbir. I hope for other people also the concept is clear, and you don't want further information on these topics. Tomorrow we'll be going with the types, and mainly the types and how to write an abstract, all those things. So this was the basic introductory class. So if any other doubts, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave the meeting. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your time. And if you have further doubts, and if you're reluctant to ask in the meeting, you can text me. You can text it in the group, so that it will be beneficial for everyone. I can reply also. So everything is fine. So what is more comfortable for you, you can do that. So thank you everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for your time. Good night. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.